fucking windy out. It's fucking cold today. Yesterday was like 20 degrees. Today was like 0. I didn't even want to make another video, but I'm seeing a lot of stuff online. It's been developing over the last few weeks, and I'm kind of surrounded by it. It's kind of everywhere. A lot of misinformation and disinformation and information just generally going on about the present situation going on globally. And I have always been one to keep informed. And my source of information is pretty much always about mainlining right to the source. And in this situation, my main line to the source tells me what it's telling us mainly, and until further notice, I just I'm entertaining ideas, but I don't really subscribe to any ideas whatsoever. I got music to make. I got things I was put on this planet to express myself, and that's what I'm gonna continue to do. So yeah, like I was outside. The reason I don't do videos inside is because I don't get enough fucking daylight or light. I can't even do live performances because of the light. So right now I'm going to utilize the light to do some performances, hopefully. But when I was talking about misinformation and disinformation earlier, what I was saying is that I'm concerned because I can get pretty deep. I didn't want to do any more coronavirus, it's COVID quarantine diary video sessions anymore. I was just sick and tired. I want to focus more on like playing music, but this joint has got me thinking. Because when I go online and I see all these people like it's just talking about different shit, they're getting serious. Like they're talking about theories and stuff, and then you got the medical professionals talking over here, and then you got the government telling us to stay indoors. We've always got looting and social disturbance at the doorstep. There's always a wolf at the door, and that's what I'm always kind of looking out for. So that's why I play my music, to just it's an escape and a communication tool of self-expression. So, as I say, I don't believe in anything. When it comes to freedom of speech, I'm a pretty big comprehender and supporter of that faction. I understand why it's important to be free to express ourselves. I mean, I'm expressing myself right now. When YouTube censors a video, or when Facebook says this is false information, or when the government is like, what it is really is, like, as I say, I'm not right. I don't know everything. I only know what I know from my perception, from how I've dealt with things and taken them in while I've been alive in this life, on this planet, in this universe, whether it's parallel or not. I'm always open to different ways of looking at things, but this is dangerous at this time. Not to believe in any other theories, that's not dangerous, but it's dangerous to allow or to not allow a discussion about what really truly are liberties, what truly is freedom of speech, what are the limitations, are there limitations, should there be limitations, should people be free to think for themselves and make their own judgments? Yes, of course. I'm a libertarian. I mean, that's my default position all the time. I mean, but I don't like labels. But I mean, I understand the libertarian argument a lot more so. I'm an independent thinker, an independent political. I'm gonna shut up about politics shit right after this post for a very long time, because I don't really come out and say shit too often. But what I'm thinking here is that when you have a medical emergency, supposed, I'm not saying it's supposed, but some people can argue it's a supposed medical emergency that requires people globally to act together to flatten a curve to prevent medical workers and healthcare workers from being more than at risk, which is being, to be perfectly blunt, killed off on the front lines. And I mean, if we're trying to protect people from being killed off on the front lines, other than ourselves, including people that are very sick or compromised on an immunity level or on a genetic level or whatever this may be, we need to sit back and pause for a bit, watch what's going on. We have to be very meticulous and careful, and allow this period to bring dialogue and discussion, but also hit a point when it warms up, instead of going outside and playing beach volleyball with 10,000 people. We can have a discussion about these things, because it's important. Anyways, I'm going to get back to making music, because as I say, I don't believe in anything. Never have. My thing is always getting the sources directly mainline from the source. For instance, I'm not even going to get into it, because the chances to get stuck in a maze and a labyrinth of semantics and rhetoric is just not to my liking ever, any day of the week, unless I'm in a fucking debate or something, which I haven't been in for a very long time, and maybe one day I will. But you're gonna have to see a lot more gray, distinguished hair before I jump on a debate panel.